Hive Lord should have left this simple Hellbomb Farmer alone. I had an idea to kill a Hive Lord insanely fast in a full 4-man, but this Narnia Hellbomb changed my plans. Wait, is it worth it? Big slam! Oh, it was mega worth it! Now get multiple dudes doing that. I think I know a way we can one-shot this guy. I think I know you can one-shot this guy. To kill a Hive Lord quickly, you must become a Hellbomb Farmer. And ideally, I wanted to toss in 8 portable Hellbombs, 4 from the objective and 4 from personal stash. Unfortunately, you cannot toss in multiple portable Hellbombs at the same time. On the contrary, you can with the stationary Hellbombs, and their cooldown is only 30 seconds. This means 4 people could toss in a Hellbomb every 30 seconds and wreak havoc. But it's not as simple as that, though. Because to be a farmer, there are other trials and tribulations. Snore Biscuit. You'll have to stay strapped while tending to the Hellbomb fields in case hunters, pouncers, and Lord forbid wilburs pull up and try to destroy your hard work. And occasionally, you can't even save the farm itself. Alaskan Bullworm, once the body slam it, it's going to do just that and destroy it instantly. You're going to want to keep an eye on the weather. In this case, the acid rain from the Hive Lord's mouth, because that will destroy your entire crop of Hellbombs instantly. Here I am panicking, not sure what to do. I didn't have a shield emplacement. That would have saved 4 Hellbomb crops from getting one-tapped. I'll cover a build or 2 for this and go over some useful strategies, but first, when all things go to plan, this is what it looks like. Arm the Hellbombs. If they're not armed and they're stationary, they will do no damage and just get destroyed and nothing happens. So they have to all be armed before the Hive Lord hits them. Ideally, you need him to slam. And if he does, he dies. I used 4 Hellbombs. There was no prior damage to it whatsoever, and I'll show the full unedited clip in a moment to prove that. There's no way it died. Oh my god! The Hellbomb Farmer story begins on Hellmire, level 7 difficulty, and at this time, Hive Lords can spawn. No Dragon Roaches, which is a very important factor. There is the Predator Strain to deal with though, which shouldn't be too difficult considering the build has Tesla Tower for that very reason. I've also brought the shield emplacement to block the crops from any sort of acid rain, Hive Lord spit. Jump pack for movement if I need to get him away from the actual farm, the science building in this case. I brought a Hellbomb backpack but didn't actually end up using it whatsoever. I think the Hive Lord slammed the 4 stationary Hellbombs with his face and gobbled the damage, just taking far more than folks ever expected. Because usually people recommend bringing about 8 or even more Hellbombs to kill it. I did with 4. I had the variable and the talon. The reasoning is initially my goal was to actually break an armor piece off the Hive Lord and shoot the exposed flesh with the variable until it died. And I realized pretty shortly after that it would take about 14-11 years to kill it by myself. I'll do that again when I have more people to join in the shenanigans. Talon's actually pretty decent, but I instead recommend bringing a staggering primary weapon of some kind and ultimatum. That way if a Bile Titan gets spawned out of nowhere, you can kill it in one shot. If you land the headshot, of course. Movement would be the most ideal thing to have. Warp backpack and jump pack to make sure you can arm the Hellbomb in time and potentially escape it. But you can just get a little bit away and lay down. The explosion will likely not kill you. Now this can be very practical in a group. If you have 2, 3, 4 people ideally tossing in Hellbombs into Narnia and the Bullworm slams them after you arm them, you kill it. At least you have a chance to, as I did here. And if nothing else, you're dealing damage to it. And many times where I'm running away from the Hive Lord, he goes for the slam. It doesn't often spew for some reason. So that's going to be very free damage, and you don't really need the Hellbomb to destroy these Shriekir Hotels for sure. Those can be taken out with just damage in general. Science buildings, if you have the EMS strike, smoke strike, 500 kg, Peace strike, gas strike, those can all one-tap it, so you don't need to use the Hellbomb there either. And the cooldown is 30 seconds. So I feel like even spending, let's say, 2 or 3 minutes trying to kill the Hive Lord, if you mess up or things don't go perfect, that's more worth than spending 10, 15, 20 minutes with a team that's not very coordinated. Now you have the ability to kill it yourself. If you have the power of friendship, make sure everyone types in the Hellbomb stratagem code before anyone casts it, and that way you can have 4 Hellbombs every 30-ish seconds. It's like 38 because there's a call-in time that matters, and that's before the countdown really starts. Anywho, if you have the FRV active, you can also have folks type in the stratagem code and then hop in the FRV with ball in their hand and drive around and place it down wherever you feel like. I'm not sure that'd actually help you, but let's say you're in a spot where the Hive Lord's not going towards, that's an option. If you're looking to have a bad time and endure the average Glazed Diver experience, try this against the Hive Lord, Dragon Roaches, and Rupture Strain at the exact same time. That sounds horrible, but some folks may partake. Me personally, I wouldn't recommend becoming a farmer in their environment. It's not great whatsoever. So avoid that like the plague. Instead, look for any dispatch saying that there's just Hive Lords, and whatever else is fine. Maybe even Battle Spears would be kind of rough because they can snipe your nukes. Hellbomb placement is very important. I'm trying to place them close enough where I can get to them quickly, but not so close they just destroy each other, which is a pretty fine line. Do be warned, it's very hard to maneuver between Hellbombs. Even though that space could easily fit a Helldiver, in my case, I'm too thick. Can't fit through. I got extra space I'm not aware of. It prevents me from traversing that right there. And for anyone that's trying to do just the solo, I guess, a one-shot on Hive Lords no matter what, I recommend level 7 difficulty. That's the lowest you can go for Hive Lords to spawn, and that's a good thing because now you have less things to deal with, such as no alpha commanders. Level 7 difficulty is extremely tame. I know I play the game for a living, I get that, but compared to level 8, 9, and 10, you have a bug breach that doesn't have too many mobs spawning in most cases, and patrols aren't that numerous. If you can get the science building or the structure you're trying to farm Hellbombs off of on the side of the map, that's more ideal because for some reason there's less patrols, I believe, or something like that going on. I don't know. This game's got some strange stuff and some weird ways of explaining how stuff works. I just play it, dude. But I've been hearing that if you're close to the edge of the map, chances are you'll get less spawns. If you've ever had an evacuation on the edge of a map, that's also why you don't get too many patrols. That's what it is. In summarization, look for the science building side objective. Plant 4 stationary Hellbombs, and you can arm them, almost. Type in all the stratagem inputs until the last one, and then exit. That way, if the Hive Lord pops out of the ground, you can arm them with one button press each, saving tons of time. And then hope the Hive Lord slams on the Hellbombs. If all goes well, bro's dead. And yeah, it's a pretty sick clip. Pretty cool moment. I'm not sure to properly measure how fast the Hive Lord died, because it's a one-shot. He died the moment he hit the Hellbombs. But the pop-up indication for Hive Lord kill didn't happen until about 10 seconds after the initial impact. So I'm measuring from when I died to when the Hive Lord indication for XP popped up. But it's still a one-shot. I'm pretty sure it's the fastest in the world, or of the fastest. I'm not sure who did it first. I don't really quite care. Might put it in the title, though. Full transparency. If it gets clicks, it gets clicks. Now, I'll stop yapping in a second. I do want to mention 5 suggestions real quick. Drink more water, get more sleep, consider taking creatine. Doesn't matter where you get it from, but micronized creatine ideally, and make sure it's third-party tested. Look into walking more and potentially getting a gym membership. Those are the things that I did that are likely the reason why I'm still alive today. There's no way he died. Oh my god! Well, that was not what I expected. That was I was supposed to go to bed. Tomorrow's freaking chest, triceps, and shoulders day. But hey, I'll take the one tap, brother. Why's my HUD turned off? That is hilarious. What an idiot. What a tool. Oh my god. Too easy.